Hello everybody, this is Lance Danger, also known as Alvaro Cortez. Yeah, I'm mixing it up today. I'm saying it all backwards just to keep you on your toes. And this is day 32, I believe, of 100 days of making comics. I didn't do that much today. I did some flats for the comic book for the title page and page one. I worked on some flattening out the colors so I can color it on later today. Actually, I decided to take a little bit of a rest today. Like, I was supposed to take like a 15-minute power nap, and I ended up sleeping for like 4 hours. I guess it was necessary. Like, people that I know in real life have been telling me lately that I look like I'm a dead man walking lately. Like, one of my most favorite phrases to use is that I'm half awake but mostly asleep. It's been one of those kinds of weeks, really. Well, months, really. Even though ever since I was a teenager, I've always had problem with falling asleep. So I would always do a bunch of stuff. I would always either draw or read or play video games. I don't play video games as much anymore. When I do, it's like the old school gaming, because new games are just too boring to me to an extent. Like, I don't know, games before were harder, and I think anyway, games before were like harder, so it felt more satisfying to end it. Games nowadays feel more like movies. Like, even the trailers nowadays, it's very cut and paste. The video game trailers, it's like cutscene, put it to some pop music or some cult song. Like, I don't remember which video game it is that lately I've been seeing the ads so much on YouTube that they've been using the song Mad World, and it kind of irks me to an extent to see that song being used for a video game with video game footage, especially because the trailer of that video game just makes me want to watch Donnie Darko instead. It's probably more entertaining. Well, to me anyway, it's probably more entertaining. But anyway, this is 100 Days of Making Comics, so let's talk a little bit about comics. It's funny because a friend of mine, after I had posted the link to yesterday's videos, he commented that, like, it's not really 100 days of making comics. I've been doing comics for 19 years, and I kind of wish it's been 19 years since I've been doing comics. Like, I guess maybe if you count high school, maybe, because throughout high school and even before that and junior high school, I would do mini comics with my best friend, like on notebooks and stuff, and we would have like all these wars and great battles with our original characters, and sometimes we would actually reenact those battles. Yeah, it was pretty hardcore stuff back then. But throughout high school, that's when I actually started to take comic books more seriously, in the sense of me wanting to make them, and that's when I took the character of the mighty Warlord, which I had created back in 8th grade during junior high school, and then in high school I just like fleshed it out and developed it, and actually I still have with me all these notebooks that are filled, almost all of them from cover to cover, with all the comics I did all throughout high school and like freshman year, I believe it was, of college, of the mighty Warlord. So in all these notebooks are the original stories of the mighty Warlord. There was a 0 issue which I have here. I don't know if the camera would pick this up well enough. Like, this is issue number 0 of the mighty Warlord. That's the really like the first solo Warlord comic I ever done. And actually there's Rocker there too. Rocker is a character that didn't appear in the webcomic until like chapter 14, I believe it was, or chapter 13. Yeah, I believe it's chapter 13 and 14 where she first appeared in the webcomic. And like I did 50 what would be issues all throughout these other notebooks. So yeah, you're looking at issues 1 through 50 of the Mighty Warlord right here. And here there was just like a mini series I did after I ended Warlord in the notebooks. And then here, this was supposed to be another mini series, which was a spin-off of a character from this story, but I never got to finish that one. So yeah, this is the entire catalog of the original Mighty Warlord story right there. Like one of these days I'll likely make a video going by all the different issues that I made. Like maybe just like turn the pages around. Maybe if I have enough free time, I'll scan the pages in. I don't know, but it should be interesting. It depends on what you guys want. If you guys want to actually see some slideshows and commentary on the original story, I'll likely do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like as I flipped through this, I remembered my best friend when he would read the comic, because he would usually be the first one to read the stories in the notebook. And I remember at one point midway through the series, he just asks me, his eyes almost teared up and everything, and he just asks me, are they ever going to be happy? And I felt so validated as a writer when he asked that, and so sincerely. Like, yeah, my comic can be a bit of a downer sometimes, but will my characters ever be happy? I don't know. Well, I mean, I do know I'm the writer, and I know the ending to it, so I guess I'll just leave that develop over time and see what happens and see what people think about it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to try to do my best to keep evolving as an artist, to keep growing, and hopefully keep touching upon different emotions. Like, I've been very, very fortunate that a lot of people that have read my comic have really gone through the emotions with it. Like, they have enjoyed the happy times in the comic. They've cried sometimes when the bad things happen in the comic. They have felt furious at my characters when they make a mistake on a personal level, and it's just great to be able to go through all those experiences with all these different people. And it makes me feel very grateful that I've been able to do this, and it makes me hope that I can continue to get better to be able to make this craft of mine come out even better than it was before. Well, anyway, this video is approaching the 10-minute mark. I'm going to just cut it off here. Thank you all for visiting this channel, watching the video. Hopefully tomorrow I'll show you guys actual artwork as well. And I'm going to keep working on it after I start recording. So once again, thank you guys for watching and commenting, and I'm going to catch up with a lot of videos after this while I work as well. So another day, another flawless victory. Catch you guys all tomorrow.